Hi and Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Ramadania Binti Masril S.Tanjung. I'm from class DMK6B. My group and I will be explain about Sukuk. Now, I will explain the meaning and the definition of Sukuk. The word Sukuk in an Arabic word is Sak, means a certificate. Okay, Sukuk can be defined as a commercial paper that provides investors with ownership in underlying asset. For your information, Sukuk is a financial instrument that shares characteristics with a bond and stock which are issued to finance trade or the production of tangible asset. Similar to a bond, Sukuk has a maturity date, and in some of them, the holder will receive a regular income over the period and a final payment at the maturity date. Okay, that's all from me, and I will pass to next presenter to continue. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, I am Syafieqa. You guys just met with Tanya. She just explained to you guys about the definition of Sukuk. So now we are going to have a chat with a bond and also Sukuk, that is what I'm claiming, to know about the differences between them. So bond, how are you different? When you invest in bond and you became a bondholder, you will receive a coupon payment on the value of the bond. You will get this interest fixed payment every year. Confirm. Plus, the longer the term of your bond, the higher the interest that you can demand. You have the power. Oh, so you have fixed payment. Interesting. How about you, Sukuk? Did you just say interest? Interest is riba, and riba is not permissible in Islam. Sukuk has nothing to do with riba. Sukuk has no coupon payment. We have what we call as the preset share of profit. Let's say 5%, and the 5% is on the portion of the profit. Let's say the company gained 1,000 ringgit of profit, then you as a Sukuk holder will get 50 ringgit. But imagine if the company gained 5,000 ringgit, then you will get 250 ringgit. You share the profit together. In addition, Sukuk is Sharia compliance. The issuer can only use your money for permissible activities. So, no tobacco, alcoholic drinks, or any other non-permissible things. So, you do not have to worry where your money goes to. Unlike bonds, those bondholders doesn't even know where their money went. But you as a Sukuk holder will also share the risk. Yes, true. This is because when you invest in Sukuk in a certain company, you are becoming part of the company. You have the ownership to that company. That is why we share everything, because we are all in this together. For bond, those people do not share with you. If the company gain massive profit, they won't share with you. Why? Because you are not part of them. So, Sukuk is better. No, bond is better. Bond is better. No, Sukuk. Bond better. Sukuk. Cool down. Let's go to the next person.
Thank you, Syafieqa. Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Shalina Binti Sohaimi. I'm from class DMK6B. Today, I would like to explain about advantages and disadvantages of Sukuk. Sukuk can play an important part in the development of an Islamic market and banking system. The main advantages of Sukuk is to comply with Sharia while boosting the standard of living in Islamic society and developing this society's economies. However, Sukuk also bring several other important benefits. Alright, the first advantages of Sukuk is liquidity management risks. Liquidity management risks is about selling and purchasing the instrument at secondary market. Sukuk are well suited for smart management of risks. As we know, uncertainty is a big part of investment. Islamic securities can be issued with varying degree of risk and yield, allowing investors to choose a portfolio best suited for their risk management profiles. It is important to note that risk in Sukuk is more difficult to manipulate than other type of securities. Now let's move on to the second point. Promoting equal distribution of wealth. Promoting equal distribution of wealth is own proportionate shares in underlying assets or businesses being funded by Sukuk issuance. Sukuk provide an ideal way of financing large projects for the public good that would otherwise not be possible. The use of Sukuk to fund large projects means that investors in Sukuk are incentivized to help economies develop by creating and producing rather than consuming and manipulating others. The last advantages of Sukuk is providing Sharia compliant returns. Sharia compliant offering at competitive rates. Sharia compliant means that all forms of conventional interest income is prohibited and the asset that subject to the funding arrangement must be permissible, which is halal. Now, let's move on to the disadvantages of Sukuk. Disadvantages number 1 is transparency and clarity of Sukuk default. Transparency of clarity of Sukuk defaults is about lack of legal precedent and uncertainty on Sukuk open its default. This is because as the key element for attracting investors is the credit standing of the obligor. It may be difficult to tap this market for corporate with an inadequate credit rating. Point number 2 is rigorous documentation. The document is rigorous and not standardized among the industry. Unlike the conventional bond market, the standardization of documents for Sukuk issuance has been slow to develop, and this can have adverse cost implications. The lack of standardization in documentation and Sharia interpretations among Islamic nations makes issuance cost of Sukuk structure higher than conventional bonds. The last one, complexity of Sukuk structure. As Sharia scholars have differing views as to how compliant the structures are, there is no absolute unified and settled body of opinion of these issues. So, they have difficulty arise in Sukuk structures reviewed by Sharia advisor. I think that's all from me. I pass to my friend to continue her part.
hybrid Sukuk. Okay, last but not least, which is asset-backed Sukuk.
Hello gang, and the last type is the asset-backed Sukuk, which is the most unpopular one among the other type of Sukuk. It do not have a debt structure and it is structured to share profit and also losses. The issuer is a SPV, Special Purpose Vehicle, and it is equity-like. It do not promise profit and the due dates are determined in advance.
Israr. Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adibah, Binti Muhammad Noruddin. I'm from the MK6B. I will explain to all of you about what is BIGS Malaysia. Okay, let me explain to you. Alright, where we have to find Sukuk market. If you want to find shares or stock, then you can go to Malaysian booth. But for Sukuk or bond, they have their website named BIX Malaysia, or also known the Bond and Sukuk Information Exchange. Okay, what is BIX Malaysia? The Bond and Sukuk Information Exchange is a non-profit organization information platform which is provide free public access to information on bond and sukuk, Islamic bond issued in Malaysia. The BIX or BIX, a comprehensive and up-to-date information on Malaysia bond and sukuk market, also provide an increase in transparency in both the primary market and secondary market. BIX or BIX function also aims to facilitate investor increased awareness. It is being launched by the Security Commission Malaysia (SC) as the market is being opened to retail investor. BIX information platform targeting to promote Malaysia as a global benchmark for transparency and leaders to bond and sukuk hub in the region. BIX website provides an advanced search engine which allows investors search bond and sukuk in Malaysia by filtering their expected yield, duration, and rating. Alright, their website also features a bond calculator that can calculate the expected return based on the bond and sukuk maturity and coupon or profit payment. For example, you can go to the website bigsmalaysia.com. Over there, you can learn more about bond and sukuk. And there, they have first, bond and sukuk issuance. That allows you to track new and upcoming bond and sukuk issuances. Second, bond and sukuk search. You can search any Malaysia bond and sukuk information based on our search criteria available. Third, bond and sukuk calculator. You can calculate your investment price in Malaysia bond and sukuk, as well as your total return to facilitate your investment decision making. Fourth, latest announcement. You can get the latest announcement from issuers. Second last, market insight. You can read reports from industry's players about the market. And the last one, article and tutorials. You can learn more about bond and sukuk and how to invest in fixed income. You can click on Big Search, where on Big Search there's a box. Okay, tick the box for bond and sukuk. So if you're interested to know about sukuk, then you can untick the bond box and just tick the sukuk box. Like this. Alright. And under the category, you can choose either government or corporate. Okay, like this. If you want to know about the government, what type of sukuk or when government issues sukuk or anything about government and sukuk, you can pick the category of government or you can pick the category of corporate, anything you like. And then after that, you can just click search. Like this. When you click the search, there is a long list that come out and you can see the last traded date. The last traded date is on the 6th of April 2021, today. The issuer is by Government of Malaysia and the sukuk name is GII Murabaha. Okay, when you click at the GII Murabaha link, you can see the security information that come out, the issue date, the maturity date, the profit payment details also there's calculator over there where you can calculate. So it's very easy. You just click there and you can find about it.